Hey, good to see you again. Tonight I made pesto fresh from the garden. I have a video posted on that, so check that out. I have some water boiling here, and I'm going to add my pasta in to that. Give it a stir. And let that cook. Probably a little al dente. We'll check it in 7 minutes. This is a whole wheat pasta, so it is going to take a little bit longer. Over here, I cubed some chicken, and I had that cooking on low so it doesn't get dried out and overdone. I'm going to cook off some of this moisture it left behind. I seasoned, these are chicken breasts that I cubed. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be cooked through, which will happen if you put a lid on it. I added salt and pepper and a little bit of garlic powder before I put it on the stove. Now that it's all going in the same place, I'm using the same spoon. Stir up the pasta here. And the other thing I'm going to add to this, I'm trying to clean out my pantry. I like to rotate, looking at expiration dates and stuff. Now this stuff isn't too old, but I will use them. I'm going to add to this. Now this is one of those dishes. You can put whatever you want in it. Sometimes I put squash, zucchini, onion, red pepper, sometimes sun-dried tomatoes chopped up. Tonight we're going to do it spinach, fresh spinach, that I just kind of put in on the hot pasta so it doesn't get cooked to death once that's drained. But yeah, you can do anything with this dish. It's so versatile. It's great for using up vegetables too. So I'm going to use a can of mushrooms, pieces and stems. It says pieces and stems, but they're pretty generous on the button parts too. And I have quartered artichoke hearts, not marinated. I'm going to put that in there. And sometimes I'll do it instead of chicken. I'll do it with some bacon or pancetta. It's so versatile. I also have fresh tomatoes from the garden that I've cut up, and I'm going to be using those as well, as opposed to sun-dried tomatoes, which I like because they have that tartness to them. But yeah, we're going to let this cook a bit, and we will be back to put it all together in a minute. See you then. Okay, we're back. The pasta's done. I'm going to add the mushrooms to the chicken mixture. I've let that reduce some too. I'm going to add the artichokes just to heat this up so they're not going on cold into the dish. There's a little bit of juice there. I'll keep everything nice and moist. Stir it up here. And then we have our pasta here. This is the pesto we made earlier, so if you want to see that recipe, it'll be listed under my cooking videos. How nice and green that is. It's beautiful. And that's because of the blanching process. I'm going to add some tomatoes from my garden here. See, this is great. You can do this cold or hot, so it makes a really nice dish to take to holiday gatherings and luncheons, because it is great hot or cold. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more cheese on this. Oops, sorry. I don't have pasta water, but I'm going to add a little bit of it. basil water there. You'll see I reserved that from my blanching the basil earlier. So, and we're going to add this to our dish.